Assalamualaikum and very good day. My name is Noreen Shafika. Today I will be presenting the question 1A for lab assignment 1. The first question is the smallest amount in the saving account, and the answer is $955 using the min function that returns the smallest numeric value in the data provided. Second answer for largest amount in current account is $20,189 using max function in Excel that returns the largest value in the data. Third answer for the number of loans provided for wedding, return a total of 25. In this question, we are using count if data B4 until B433 criteria B8, which is wedding, that will count cells in a range that meet a single condition. Next, the answer for number of studies loan provided for customer aged 29 years old and below is 16. We are using count if as data B4 until B433, which the criteria 1 is B6, which is study, and I4 until I44 from age column, and 29 and below for criteria 2 that returns the count of cells that meet one or more criteria. For the total current account balance of $620,375, we use sum C4 until C433 Excel function that total all the values on the current account column. Lastly, total saving account balance for gadget that return the total of $3,457,879 that we get from sum if as range from loan purpose column, which is the criteria is gadget, and the sum range of savings account column. This will add all of its argument that meet multiple criteria. In question 1B, which is to classify the current account amount as low saving if the balance is less than 700 and high saving otherwise. We use Excel function of if current account data less than 700, the value if true will appear as low saving, and the value if false will appear as high savings. This Excel function will allow us to make logical comparison between a value and what we expect.
For question 1, to find this, we will use if function. For question 1, type equal if bracket and bracket. Then for logical test 1, we will put data in saving type equal quotation mark, low savings, quotation mark, comma. Then for logical 2, we put data in months employed less than 36. And then put bracket, comma. Then for value if true, we will type quotation mark, high risk, quotation mark, comma, quotation mark. And if value is false, we will put it as a dash, then close it with bracket, and click enter. And this is the result. For question 2, type equal if bracket and bracket. Then for logical test 1, we will put data in saving, type equal quotation mark, height savings, quotation mark, comma. Then for logical 2, we put data in months employed, greater than 40, bracket, comma. Then for value if true, we will type quotation mark, low risk, quotation mark, comma, quotation mark. And if value is false, we will put it as a dash, then close it with bracket and click enter, and we will get this as a result. For question 1D is how to use VLOOKUP function to search an information based on the ID number. For this formula, put equal VLOOKUP bracket and then click F4, which will appear as $sign, so that if we copy this VLOOKUP formula, the cell reference will not change. Then for our lookup value, here is the ID number that we want to find, which is 07 cell. Then click comma. For the table array, it's going to be the entire table that has value that we want to look up. So our table is going to be A4 until M43. Then click A4, so this table will not change if we copy the formula. Then comma. And for column index number, we put the number of column that we want to find. So if for this one, I will put 2, which is loan purpose column number. Then comma, and I will type false to look for an exact match for the value that we want to find. Then put bracket and click enter, which then we will get this data as a result. Then repeat the formula for other ID that we want to find, but just change the column index number.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Aziz, and I'm today. Now we explain about question 2A and question 2B. So this is the answer for the question 2A. 2A, the mean for the current account will be equal to average, and we select all the current account data. For the variance, equal to VAR, and select all the current account data. And for standard deviation, equal STEF, and we select all the current account data. And for the coefficient variation, we take the standard deviation of the current account and we divide it by mean of current account. And for saving account, the mean will be equal to average, and we select all the saving account data. For the variance of saving account will be equal to VAR, and we select all the saving data account. And for the standard deviation, equal to STEF, and we select all the saving account data. And the coefficient variation of the saving account will be standard deviation of saving account divided by saving account mean. And for justification for this question, saving account is more dispersed because it has a higher variance and standard deviation compared to the current account. And this one is the answer for the question 2B. So for the question 2B, coefficient of skewness of the current account is equal to skew, and we select all the current account data, and the coefficient of kurtosis for the current account will be equal to current, and we select all the current account data. The coefficient of skewness of the saving account will be equal to skew, and we select all the saving account data, and the coefficient of kurtosis for the saving account will be equal to current, and we select all the saving account data. And the comment for the question to be for the current account have the right skew distribution and has a high degree of skewness, and the data are more concentrated around the mean. And the saving account has a right skew distribution and has a high degree of skewness, and the data are more concentrated around the mean.
My name is Mama Isodana Bimazuki, and for today I will present the answers for questions 2C and 2D. Alright, let us start with the answers for 2C. First of all, we have the mean. The mean is 1442.73. The median and the mode have the same value for 377. The range is 19,829. The sample variance is 9,785,98.35. The standard deviation is 3,128.11. The kurtosis is 18, while the skewness is 4.17, and that is for the current account. This is for the savings account. First of all, let us start with mean. The mean is a little bit higher. It starts at 2,823.27. The median is 1,618. The mode is 1,021. The range is 19,811. The sample variance is 12,799,549.12. The standard deviation is 3,577.65. The kurtosis is 9.04, while the skewness is 3.04. And that is all for 2C answers. So this is the section for 2D answers. So first of all, the question asks us to compute the z-scores and then determine the outlier. We have gotten a very high number of samples. The lowest range is negative 0.3461. The highest would be 6.0939. From what we have gathered, if the range is lower than 3, then it will turn out to be false, while if it is 3 and above, then it will be true, such as 2.879 is false, while 3.3339 is true. That is all from me. Thank you.